Read a lot?
I read a lot of tweets, I read a lot of comments. So I do read a lot because there be a lot of comments.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Shhhcrets, where we uncover the real tea behind the glitz and glamour. You already know who it is, your favorite faceless YouTuber. And today, we're diving into the rise and fall of Ice Spice. From a viral sensation to an artist who's starting to lose her spark, we're here to spill all the tea on what went wrong. Why is Ice Spice flopping? Is it all because of the industry's twisted formula, or does it go deeper? Maybe colorism played a bigger role than people want to admit. Stay tuned because we're about to break it all down. And remember, we're on the road to 50K, so if you love this tea, hit that subscribe button. The rise of Ice Spice, a carefully constructed image. Ice Spice exploded onto the scene in 2021 with her viral hit, Munch. TikTok made her famous, but let's be real. Was it the music or was it her image? No one really talks about her songs. It's her body and looks that have taken center stage. The truth is, her body has become more popular than her music. And it's hard to ignore how many people have pointed out that her rise was less about talent and more about marketability. The industry saw potential in Ice Spice, not for her bars, but for her looks. Racially ambiguous? Check. Light skin? Check. Curvy and marketable? Double check. Pretty privilege is real, and Ice Spice played right into it. But here's the thing. When your success is built on a superficial image, what happens when that image starts to fade? The ice seems to be melting. Colorism, the unspoken advantage. Here's where things get uncomfortable for some people, but we've got to talk about it. Colorism. Ice Spice didn't just get famous because she's talented. She got a pass because of her light skin. The industry pushed her because she fits into the acceptable category of beauty. Meanwhile, dark-skinned artists like Flo Milli, Doechii, and others who are incredibly talented aren't getting the same push. The music industry's bias is clear. Colorism gave Ice Spice clout, plain and simple. It's frustrating to see artists like Flo Milli, who put in the work and have the talent, get overlooked because they don't fit into the light-skinned, racially ambiguous mold that the industry loves to market. The truth is, the industry loves a certain look, and Ice Spice benefited from that bias. Then there's the drama with Latto. Ice Spice seemed to take shots at her in a recent track, sparking a beef that had the internet buzzing. But here's the problem. Was this a calculated move to stay relevant, or did it backfire? Feuding with someone as established as Latto might have been an attempt to gain more clout, but it could have also hurt her brand. This kind of drama might grab headlines, but when your career is built on shallow foundations, it's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down. And picking a fight with an artist like Latto, who's got more depth and staying power, may not have been the smartest move. And speaking of things crashing down, let's talk about Cleo Trappa. Cleo, who was once a close friend of Ice Spice, shared all the dirt about how she was treated on tour. No hotel, no food, and no respect.
I turned around and my bag is still there. My bag was still there. All her bags was gone. I'm just like, why would somebody just leave my bag? I asked the security, I'm like, can you take my bag? He said no. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? He brought all her bags. He said, okay. I'm like, can I pay somebody to bring my bags down? Because I didn't want to bring the bags down. Why would I want to bring the bags down? Like, your reaction would have led to something bad. Something bad. And I wouldn't even have been able to say everything that I just said. You would have cut me off. No idea where I was supposed to be at. That was confusing to me. So the dressing room is small, and I asked her, like, oh, can I get ready inside your room? She's like, come and see the room. I come and see the room, and the room is large enough for us to get ready in it. Like, bro, you invited me on tour, bro. We supposed to be trying to thug it out and make it work because we're friends and we're girls. Like, hello? Like, hello? And I'm good too. I give her space. After I'm done dressing up, I get out the room. I do not sit around in the room and because she don't even allow niggas to sit in the room. She just gives niggas the boot like anytime she feel like it, which was kind of like weird too. Cause like, girl, why I can't just sit in the room and chill? Like, whatever. So, oh yeah, I forgot. That's because she was tight ever since the Philly show when I said something about the luggage. That is why everything was weird. And you made sure those speakers on that stage was not even loud. You made sure of it every time. Every time. And it was such a learning experience, bro. You didn't even tell anybody on that tour. I bet you didn't. Make sure Cleo's good. And you couldn't wait for the opportunity to try to call me a bum. You couldn't wait to try to speak down on me. To speak down on me. Somebody that you looked up to. Somebody that you was watching since high school. You was in a pickle before Drake reposted your video. That's how you went crazy. That's how you went viral. Then I couldn't even get a chicken salad. I gagged. I was like, wow, this shit is corny. So she goes in the elevator. You're not gonna get your own room? I was like, what? I didn't know I was getting my own room. I was mad confused. I'm like, oh, that's what I was trying to understand. What type of human being you are. Because it's not even like what type of girl you are. What type of human being you are. You're not a girl's girl. You're not for the girls at all. You're not. That's why you barely have any friends. And that's why you most definitely don't have any black friends. Never seen any black girl around her. And the black friend that you did have exposed you. But I'm doing this shit a little differently because I want people to actually feel it. I want people to actually feel it. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all can still support her and y'all can still love her down. Y'all could do everything. But let me tell y'all what y'all not gonna do. Don't disrespect me behind her. She needs to be saved. Like, I don't know if she was always like that, if it's Hollywood, but Hollywood never changed me.
You're not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much food, you vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? You really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? Like, you sound dumb as hell. If anything, we both need saving. Like, what the are you talking about, bro? Like, we was at the movie theaters, we was siphon.
Cleo was cast aside as Ice Spice rose to fame. This isn't just petty gossip either. It's a deeper issue tied to colorism once again. Ice Spice treated her supposed friend like trash because she knew she could get away with it. Cleo didn't fit into that industry-approved mold, and Ice Spice knew she was in a position of power. Pretty privilege and colorism played a massive role in how Ice Spice viewed and treated Cleo. It's the same industry favoritism that elevated Ice Spice and left others like Cleo in the dust. The inevitable decline. Was it all a gimmick? Now we come to the big question. Is Ice Spice falling off?
You read a lot?
I read a lot of tweets, I read a lot of comments. So I do read a lot because there be a lot of comments.
Now, I couldn't help but notice a lot of content creators making commentary on Ice Spice recently, and honestly, that's what got me thinking about this episode. I'm proud to admit, I've never really listened to her. Maybe it's a generational thing, but I wanted to see how serious her downward trend was. And let me tell you, it's pretty bad. Not one positive comment in sight. I scrolled through a bunch of them and the top ones were brutal. One user said, Ice Spice songs are like buying the same shoe but in different colors. The colors are her beats. And another wrote, the way she's always twerking, you think she's a backup dancer. There was even one that said, shaking ass in the first 3 seconds is insane. But the funniest ones for me was where one user said, lyrics, 1%, twerking, 99%. And another wrote, how to be Ice Spice. A, twerk. B, A, C, B. It's clear the public is losing patience, and the opinion online is overwhelmingly negative. Her latest tracks are flopping, her album sales are down,
and fans are starting to lose interest. The truth is, Ice Spice's brand is built on gimmicks. She became famous for twerking and catchy one-liners, but that can only take you so far. When your career is based on superficial elements like your body, there's no longevity. Her body has become her brand, and once the novelty of that wore off, people started to tune out. The music industry might love using sex appeal to push female artists, but when that's all you're selling, it's only a matter of time before the audience moves on to the next shiny thing. The real artists who deserve the spotlight. While Ice Spice is starting to fade, real talent continues to be overlooked. Artists like Flo Milli, Bia, and Doechi are out here putting in the work, making incredible music, but because they don't fit the industry's narrow standards of beauty, they're not being given the same opportunities. Imagine being an artist who's been grinding for years, crafting your sound, only to see someone with a viral moment blow up overnight for doing the bare minimum. It's frustrating, but that's the sad reality of the music business. The fall of Ice Spice. What happens next? So, is Ice Spice's career over? Not yet, but the clock is ticking. She's already lost a lot of her fan base, her music isn't charting, and the industry is moving on. And, let's not forget, looks fade. She built her entire personality around her body, but as she starts to change, whether it's losing weight or simply aging, what's left for fans to connect with? The body may have gotten her here, but it won't keep her at the top. If Ice Spice can't reinvent herself and focus on the music, she'll be just another viral sensation that came and went. And that's the tea. So, what do you think? Is this the beginning of the end for Ice Spice, or can she pull off a comeback? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like my vibe, don't forget to subscribe because you know I'll be back with more Shhhcrets soon. Until the next video, bye!